Hi everyone, hope you are doing well. I am Narendra Thane. Today we have discussed about PhD. PhD. PhD stands for Doctor of Philosophy. We all know that. Actually, PhD is come under highest level of degree in the academics. Highest level of degree means if you are take the first degree after your first degree is treated as highest level degree, and this is the final degree also you can say like you can said like that. This video for who wanted to pursue the PhD or who wanted to take the admissions in abroad in PhD or India. This video is helpful for them. About PhD, PhD is completely based on research. Okay. Coming to this, PhD is for most of the people think that PhD only for master student. Not like that. Even graduate students also, bachelor degree students also can eligible for the PhD, but they have prior research experience and interest and research experience and publications. The interest is enough, and research experience is placed to them. And they can also with good academic record they can also join direct PhD after bachelor's. Coming to this, we all have a question like PhD in how many years? We have like confusion. Some people said like PhD was 3 years. Some people said 4 years. Someone said like 5 years. It's based on country and university. In Australia, it was 3 years, and France and Spain and Switzerland and UK it was 3 years. Uh, okay, in UK the PhD considered as a job. UK and France and Germany. Coming to the India and USA, it's the minimum duration of PhD was 5 years. India followed the USA, both are same, so the same for India. Because it has like coursework in this. That's why it's take time. Okay. What the requirement for the PhD? Actually, professor looking for a master student mostly because master students are very serious and well mature enough to whether they complete or not, or whether they purely interested in research or not. By they know by the publications, their publications and their research experience uh, by the student, they can know if the person is really interested or not. But mm, some students are really interested in while graduating, while undergraduate. So they will publish their research in the undergraduate, and they're doing research internships in undergraduation. So they can directly go for a PhD. It's like they can the time was less, like the requirement amount of duration of the completion of PhD was uh, reduces for the bachelor student when they join as a direct PhD, like it was 5 years masters plus PhD. After masters it was 5 years, so it was like plus to the bachelor student. mm, Coming to same, we have discussed the bachelor, both bachelor's level and master's level, the potential research capabilities. Actually, the professors looking for the uh, people or student who have very good academic record. Mostly in even India or abroad, the professor looking for a very good academic record or good grades in this, because they think that if the person has good grades means they are good enough to all their basics and everything. And they're looking for your research publications and research experience like that. mm, Coming to the grades, okay, it was completed. If you are lower grade still you are interested in doing PhD, you can do for your self-funded. There is types of PhD like according to the funds, fully funded, partially funded, self-funded. It's based on if you are the professor has opening and they are searching for one or two openings and potential candidates. They are looking for cadet have good research experience in the same domain and the interest area research interest area match with the professor. So they will invest on them in that time and money. If the partially if the professor like say if you an assistant professor, the newly professor join after his postdoc in a good reputed institutes in India or other than India, they wanted to go for professor designation. So they wanted to hire more PhD students. So these professors take the more PhD students in partially funded or self funded because they wanted to go for professor designation to guide so many uh, as many as PhD students. That is the main thing. And first, if you this is the at this point was like you wanted to do cold mails. What is the benefit of cold mail? Like if you wanted to do PhD, but you are randomly you are applying at 10 colleges, you get one college in that, or like if you applying that 10 colleges you are not getting any admit, so you waste your application fees. If you before the application starts, you can go to the university, you can go through the university website and you can find the professor relevant research interest match with you. You can mail them for your research interest under their guidance. So if they reply you, means if they are also like if you they like your profile and they are also interested, so it like save your cost like application fees. And it's like if you may do 100 cold mails and you get two to three replace, so you can decide it which is better than rather applying the directly into the college website for application. It is not a good thing. If you wanted to go for a PhD, you can approach the faculty before it was plus for the students. I also approached many faculty. I got a reply from UNSW, Australia. Uh, then coming to the typical PhD involves. What the PhD is involves, like what it is content. First, when you join, after you decided your research interest and which domain you want to work, and you have to choose the faculty and university according to your requirement. Then you have to start your research work. You first conduct literature review. First, it is come to the literature review. Literature review in the literature review in the literature review you can refer the journals, and you can summarize according to the past work of authors. You can take with their reference and you can take their methodology, not as usual, but you can get an idea how it works. If you wanted to work in x, someone work in y, but some parameters are relevant, so you can use their methods, like how they can approach and how the result was. So it was like helpful for you. And you conduct the research, like experiments you conduct and collect the results. Okay, then you produce the thesis and you defend at the end, you defend the thesis for otherwise. Coming to this, in India, the PhD, if you wanted to join in PhD, you have to have this scorecards. This, if you clear this exams, it's place for you. Like you have more chances to get admitted in good colleges like GATE and graduate aptitude test, UGC, Universal Grant, Commission, CSIR. This is also you can get you can give these exams to get admitted by uh, funded from MHRD. If you're not having this any scorecard also, like in any clearing card or scorecard grade sheet, but you can join directly also if you are have good thesis, MTech thesis, if you are good research background, like you are have good publications, or your MTech work is very good, master's work is good. If the professor is impressed for your background, they will give the admission for institutional stipend. You get institutional stipend. Okay. uh, then in India it was 3 to 6 years after your job positions. After your PhD you can join as assistant professor. After the assistant you can become associate research advisor. You can join as research advisor, research consultant in R&B departments. Every industry has their own R&B, so you can work there as a research consultant. And coming to this difference between the PhD in USA and UK. Okay. uh, in USA, in UK it was 3 to 4 years. In US it's 6 to 7 years. This is the like yearly plan. How was it was take the time, because it like coursework in US and India, so it take more time. Coming to the my advice is, if you wanted to really more interested in research, if you are not very good institute or anything, for normal institute like any private tier 2 tier 3 colleges, you can still apply. There is lot of chances to get you in IITs. They not seen your uh, it's all depend on some mm, moderate grade, like not bad grade, moderate grade. And your research publications. If you are not having degree from good or good you good something, does not have good facilities there, are good proper facilities there in that college. It is not matter if you are having a good publication, journal publication or conference publication. It will helpful for get a job. They only see how much journals you are published, how much conference papers you are published. It's matter. You can work on the conference by your own. No, you no need the college support, no need a guide support. You can work on your own only. Based on this only, they will take. But you have to, if you are not having any gate or anything, you have to maintain good CGPA, because the shortlist criteria based on the gate or grades only. uh, it's not that much difficult to get a PhD in India or abroad, but you have to decide whether you really wanted to go or not. Means if you are whetherly interested or not. Uh, don't join as a for sake of stipend or anything. If you are really interested in PhD, only join, not for a sake of doctor tag, like that. If you wanted to know really you are interested or not, you wanted to do any research internships, you wanted to attend any conferences, you are trying to publish a journals, then you can get an idea. Trying to do more cold mails, cold message to the faculty. Okay, thank you. I hope this video helpful for you. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.